Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. It has been a hot minute since I have uploaded here to my YouTube channel, nearly 3 weeks. I think this is the longest break I have taken from YouTube, and I will go into some of that towards the end of the video. But first, we are going to dive into a very exciting mystery box that I have here right in front of me. I picked up the largest Laura Lee Los Angeles mystery box, and let me tell you, I am so excited to dive into this and share with you guys what I got inside of this box. I have been a huge fan of Laura's brand now for quite some time. I love her Nudie Patootie eyeshadow palette, which is what I am wearing on my eyes right now. My goodness, how gorgeous are these shadows? So stunning. And if you didn't know, she also recently launched, not too long ago, probably almost a year ago now, I would say, her Nudie Patootie clothing line. And the options for the clothing on her website are just beautiful. I absolutely love the style. It is just everything. I think Laura's taste is absolutely impeccable. And what's really cool about this mystery box is there are actually, I believe, a couple items in here that haven't even been released yet, which I absolutely love when brands do that, when they have a mystery box, but they also include items that are brand new, haven't even launched yet. I think it is an amazing way to introduce potentially a new customer to your brand. And I think it's also quite thoughtful. Instead of just throwing in a box, a bunch of stuff that didn't sell, you are actually getting a ton of items at an unbeatable price. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this with you guys together. I honestly have no clue what is inside. All I did was remove the shipping label and take the tape off, obviously, so I could get in. So with that being said, let's dive in and see what I got inside of my $75 Laura Lee Los Angeles mystery box. So as I mentioned before, this was the largest mystery box that you could purchase. I believe there was 3 options in total, but $75 for what I read on the website when I ordered this, what you get inside, was really a no-brainer for me. The first thing I see on the inside is a mirror. Now, I did see her showcasing this on the Laura Lee Los Angeles Instagram page. This mirror is absolutely gorgeous. I love the marble pattern, and I love that it is double-sided so that you get one that is more up close, obviously different magnification. The quality of the mirror is quite nice. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it also doesn't feel too light. So it definitely does have a nice feel to it. I think that this is adorable, and again, is very much so Laura. The very neutral marble aesthetic we have going on here just screams Laura Lee Los Angeles. So I absolutely love that. That is definitely something I'm just going to go ahead and sit out and leave right here on my vanity. The next item I see is her brand new LL Beauty sponge. This is another item that is brand new, not even available on the website yet. And I do have her Instagram page pulled up here right in front of me. And it looks like the new LL Beauty sponge is going to retail for $12. And this is going to launch on her website on April 24th. Let's take a look at this. I was definitely intrigued by the sponge. It says that it features a flat surface for baking and a pointed tip for precise application. Obviously, I would use this sponge damp. I do have to say I like the unique shape of this and that it is something different. We're not getting the typical angled teardrop shape or the typical beauty blender teardrop. I think it's really cool that this looks very custom and Laura made this her own. And it definitely does look like this could reach into some tighter spaces. So obviously right around the eye, I mean, look how perfect that fits. And just around the nose, I think the shape of this is genius. And I'm surprised, at least me personally, I haven't seen a beauty sponge shaped like this before. And of course, I love the nude shade. $12, I think that that is a crazy good price for something like that. Thumbs up for that item. One thing I do have to say that I really enjoy about Laura's brand is that I feel like it is very reasonably priced. Now, disclaimer, I did purchase this with my own money. This is not sponsored or affiliated in any way. These are just my very true, genuine opinions. Now, the next item I see in the box looks like a magnetic palette, so I assume that we're probably gonna have some individual shadows. shadows here. The next item I have in here from her Glazed in Bronze set, I believe this launched in 2019 with her holiday collection along with her highlighters. It was a set of 2 different highlighter palettes and this lipstick trio. So in this lipstick trio, you get Cabana, COLOURPOP, and Mai Tai. Now I actually already own these, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and save these for a giveaway. Such a beautiful trio, and I really do like her liquid lipstick formula. It is one of the very best. Not too drying, doesn't make your lips look cracky or like butthole lips, as some might say. It just looks very nice and hydrating on the lips. It does not dry you out. So if you haven't tried out her liquid lipsticks, definitely suggest doing so because it is a really nice formula and she has some gorgeous shades to choose from. All right, now we are on to the fun part. So another exclusive in this box was these beautiful makeup bags. It does have like a nice sheen to it. I love the black color with the rose gold accents. I think this is adorable and this feels quite heavy. So I am anxious to see what is inside. First up, right away, I see a ton of loose shadows in here. Quite a bit of shades. That is awesome. Let's see how many we got. So this did come with 8 loose shadows. I am so excited to pop them in here. I shouldn't say loose shadows. I mean individual pressed shadows. They are not loose shadows. So the first shade we have right here is Shook. So it's just like a nice matte base shade. And we can go ahead and swatch these as we go. So this is the shade Shook. Her matte formula is just so buttery smooth and nice. I absolutely love it. We'll put that in the palette. Right, it looks like we have another matte shade in this shade Subscribe. Again, another very, very beautiful shade. It's kind of the cool thing about getting a mystery box from a brand like Laura Lee's, because her colors are not too crazy. They're going to be very wearable and work for a ton of different people. Very, very gorgeous shade right there. Next, we have the shade Bride, which this is a stunning metallic shade. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think the name is perfect for this. This totally screams bridal to me. Oh my goodness, that shade is gorgeous. It's like chocolatey, but very champagne and reflective at the same time. I mean, look at these 3 shades together. Absolutely gorgeous. The next one we have is the shade Silly Billy. Another beautiful shade. This one almost looks like it might be like a foiled shadow. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning payoff. So far, all 4 of these shades are so wearable and gorgeous. Next up, we have the shade Gimmick. This is kind of a really unique shade right here. I really like this shade. Beautiful. Another gorgeous, very wearable shade. Ooh, I love this one. This is the shade Grape Juice. Now I really want grape soda, like big time. I really want grape soda now. That just sounds so good. Beautiful purple metallic-y shade. Love that. Now we have the shade Night Sky. This one looks like a matte with like the micro reflex in it. How gorgeous is that? Such a pretty smoky shade. Stunning. And a tip with these, if you ever get a shadow like this where it's like a matte formula, but you see the micro reflex in it, the key to this is really to apply these with your finger or a very densely packed shadow brush so you actually get the effect of the micro reflex of glitter that are in it. Otherwise, if you just tap off your brush, you go in there with a fluffy brush and you go to blend, you're not going to get that effect from the shadow. So just a tip there. And it looks like the last shade we've got is the shade Copper Hopper. This is a gorgeous shade as well. Ooh, that one is super creamy. That is such a cool shade. The most intense by far out of all of the shades. Like, I did not even need to pick up that much pigment. That is gorgeous. So here are all 8 shades that came in the loose or the individual shadows. I have no complaints about the shadows that were included in here. And in fact, it actually makes me want to try more of her single shadows. And then now I just really want to go ahead and even out this palette aesthetically and fill it up with some more of her individual shadows. So that was really awesome. Super satisfied with the shades that I got. And I think it's really cool to include something like that in the box. Right. Moving on to the next item that I see in the bag, and we have the Party Animal palette. Now this I actually already own, so I don't want to dip into this and swatch it. Look how gorgeous these shades are. These are so fun. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm a few years ago. ago, or a couple years ago, I should say, and I created such a gorgeous look. This palette is stunning. If you like bright, colorful shades, this is perfect, especially if you don't dip into them a lot, but you want something like this just to have in your collection. This is perfect because you get 6 shades. It's not a giant whole palette. It's less wasteful, and it kind of gives you those pops of color. So absolutely stunning. Love that. The next item I see is the Nudie Patootie palette. You guys, I had my fingers crossed that I was going to get the Nudie 2 palette. Let me know in the comments if you ordered this mystery bag and if you got the Nudie 2 palette or if you saw anybody else get it, because that would have been damn lucky. But again, this is a palette that I already own, and I do have this on my eyes right now. I feel like this palette is extremely underrated, and I have to say at first when it launched, I totally overlooked it, and I even actually included it, I believe, in an anti-haul, and a ton of my subscribers were like, no, the palette is actually really good. You have to give it a shot. So I'm gonna link my review somewhere either in the description box or in the comments down below. But this palette is stunning. It is neutral, but it actually is quite different. There are some beautiful, unique shades in this palette. I do want to swatch a couple just to show you, like the foiled shades, like Au Naturel and Jaybird. Oh my goodness, just gorgeous. Let me show you this. Absolutely stunning shades. Like I said, there's just, it's not like your typical nude palette. There are definitely different types of shades in here. I'm just going to show you a couple more. Oh, that shade is stunning right there. That shade is stunning, gorgeous. I mean, look at those shades. They are so beautiful. The mattes in here just blend so effortlessly. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch a couple more for you. Now my palette is nearly 3 years old, so I actually think I'm gonna hold on to the one that I just got because I love it so much, and if this one ever does start to dry out or turn, then I have a brand new one right here because I absolutely love this palette, and sometimes I forget I have it, and it is so truly stunning. Like, this is beautiful. This is bridal makeup right here. It is just gorgeous. One of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes, hands down, easily one of my all-time favorites. And it looks like the last item I have here is the Lit Kit, which again is something that I already own, and I do have highlights from the glazed palette on my cheeks. Now let me show you the bronzed kit, which is awesome. This is beautiful and perfect for deeper skin tones. These highlight shades are absolutely stunning. Let me go ahead and just show you here. Look how incredibly reflective those are. They are just gorgeous. This formula is beautiful. It does not exaggerate texture on the skin by any means. It just looks so flush, blends beautifully. It doesn't look chunky. There's no glitter. They're just absolutely stunning. And again, this is from the bronzed kit, which again, I love that there is a separate kit specifically for deeper skin tones, and you get enough shades to mix it up. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you the glazed kit, which is the one I am wearing today. I like to mix diamonds and Glow Gal. These highlights are perfect for my skin tone. It looks so beautiful in the light, and I will go ahead and swatch these for you as well. There are some finger swatches here just to kind of show you what they look like on the fingers. One of my all-time favorite highlights. So if you can see that there. Oh, like, look at that. Like, are you joking me? They're just perfect. I could mix all of these together and just put them on, and you can definitely go ahead and intensify them. Let me just show you. I'm gonna take this brush right here. I'll go to Diamonds, Glow Gal, and we'll even mix in a little bit of Rosé All Day. Look at that, just stunning. And I think the base color is perfect too. Sometimes with highlights, I feel like it's tricky for me because if I look away from the light, you can almost see like that gray cast or that shadow on the skin, but these don't do that. Like, oh, look, it is just so pretty. I'm gonna mix all of them and just put them on my cheeks right now. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit on the collarbone, why not? These highlighters are amazing. I think normally you can buy these for like, I think you can get the kit for like 20 bucks, which is ridiculous. I still have the highlights on my hands here. So pretty, you guys. Honestly, if you haven't tried Laura's brand, you really have to check it out. There are some fantastic products in her lineup, and I think that this was a great assortment of items. I am happy with literally everything that I got in this. I would love to hear from you guys. Comment down below if you also picked up one of these mystery bags. Let me know which one you purchased, what price point, and what you got. I would love to see and hear if people got different things. I haven't watched any other unboxings of this yet. And just to get you guys up to speed as to where I have been, I took, like I said, about 3 weeks off. I started a new job on February 8th. I went through about 8 weeks of training, and just last week I entered into my first week out of training on the job, and I have just been so mentally exhausted and drained, and I just haven't had the gumfo or the energy to sit down and make any YouTube videos, which is so unfortunate. Again, if you guys have watched my videos or if you've been following me for some time, you know how I've talked about this before, how I have struggled with balancing work and YouTube and TikTok and staying active on Instagram. It really is like working 2 full-time jobs, to say the least. So it's tough for me. The job I had before this one, I was only working part-time, and even before I went into part-time in that position, I was working 4 days a week. So I would work like 4 9.5-hour days, and so I still had 3 consecutive days in a row to have time away from work and then to dedicate to YouTube and content creation. And now I have evolved right back into a 5-day work week, which has definitely been a struggle, something I am not used to at all again, like not used to it at all. So it's going to take some time. Bear with me. I'm trying to sort everything out, figuring out how I want to upload. Do I want to just dedicate to uploading once a week? That way I'm not overwhelming myself and I'm not going through burnout. I always say to you guys, let me know in the comments down below content that you want to see. What are you interested in? Do you want to see more of my life, like behind the scenes? Do you like declutters, more organization videos? Do you just still love makeup reviews? I love to hear from you guys, and I love to give you what you want as well. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to literally smash that like button. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, if this is your first time here, or if you've watched before, or I've popped up in your suggested videos and you've watched me before, but you haven't executed and hit that subscribe button, smash the hell out of that button as well. If you want to show me the ultimate love, hit the bell button so you get notifications when I upload videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.